If you're trying to figure out which Komplete 15 bundle to buy, this video is for you. This just sounds beautiful. I'll take you through a full tour of each Komplete 15 bundle, and I'm rating all the new instruments 10 out of 10. I love this thing. I'm also going to share the latest tools in Kontakt 8. This takes loops to a whole new level. You'll find links to purchase Komplete 15 below the video. This is not a sponsored video, but if you use my links, it does help out this channel. Komplete 15 comes in 4 sizes: Select, Standard, Ultimate, and Collector's Edition. Let's talk about Komplete Select. This is the entry-level Komplete bundle, and this year, Native Instruments has given people a choice of 3 versions depending on the type of music you create: beats, band, and electronic. The Beats edition comes with battery, Massive X, duets, there are some samples in the key switch area. So cool. It's very inspiring, very versatile, great for ear candy as well. 8 out of 10. Remember, I'm going to be rating all the brand new instruments here. Cloud Supply is so useful for so many genres of music. It's great that they included this with the Beats version as well. If you're into rock, soul, or R&B maybe, the band version might be right for you. You also get strummed acoustic, Each of these bundles comes with 6 instruments, 6 effects, and a leap expansion. For Select Electronic, you get Massive X, Schema Light, Feel It, and Utopia, along with a few other instruments, but those are the highlights. Utopia is a trance instrument: bass, leads, pads, arps. Great leads and even sound effects, perfect for trance, of course. I think this instrument really adds the icing or special effects to your tracks, although there are some sounds for building in here as well. But overall, versatility is kind of low, 6 out of 10. Schema Light is a very complex instrument. You can adjust the patterns that play for each layer and even the pattern for the parameters like cutoff, decay, etc. For some rhythm creating, this is a very cool idea wrapped in a Kontakt instrument. It's very powerful, but you really have to be buying into the pattern creation flow. I'll give Schema Light a 7 out of 10. All 3 versions of Komplete Select come with a bunch of effects, as well as Ozone 11 elements, which is a very useful tool for mastering your music, quick and easy. If you're into house, Feel It is useful for sure. Lots of great sounds in here, and it's tough to create some of these from scratch from a basic synth, so for that, it gets 8 out of 10. Now, I'll talk about Kontakt 8 when we get to Standard next, but keep in mind that Native Instruments always offers a free version of Kontakt, which has some limitations, but you're still able to make good use of some of the cool new tools they've built into it, so keep watching to learn about those. All right, next up is Komplete 15 Standard. Komplete Standard includes more than 95 instruments and effects and 40 expansions. This is, in my opinion, the entry-level bundle if you produce hip-hop, pop, EDM, R&B, and yes, you get the full version of Kontakt 8 and Reactor, which opens up a whole new world of sounds from third-party creators you can download and use. By the way, there's a free version of a Komplete bundle. I'll let you know how to get it later in the video. Komplete 15 Standard comes with lots of new stuff, including Conflux and Session Percussionist. You also get Guitar Rig 7 Pro, Massive X, electric keys, upright bass, some Plugin Alliance plugins, Isotopes Ozone Standard, and some new play instruments like Bouquet, Duets, and Utopia. And of course, Playbox. Now, the biggest update in Komplete 15 is with Kontakt. Just like in previous versions of Kontakt, you can select an instrument and a preset from the right side, and it loads that instrument into Kontakt. And then you have the presets on the left. That's kind of confusing. The tools are the most interesting thing in Kontakt 8. Let's explore chords first. Select the Tools menu and click on Chords, and you'll see a bunch of chord presets here. So load any one of these. Now you have the Chords tool up top and the instrument you loaded at the bottom. So it gives you a chord progression set that you can play across your keyboard with just one finger. And each preset has different chords. You can also choose the presets from up here and filter them by genre or type, style. You can change up the scale here, lots to choose from. The other new tool is called Phrases. And these are melodies that you can play, again, with one finger. You can click the preset name here to find more phrases in different genres. You can even randomize everything here. Hey, if this video is helpful or informative, can you take 5 seconds to hit the subscribe button? It's totally free and it would mean the world to me because it makes a huge difference in the content and value I bring to you. And if you want to support my work more, you can use the affiliate links under the video to purchase anything. Thank you. Leap takes loops to a whole new level. Komplete Standard, Ultimate, and Collector's Editions come with 12 Leap expansions. I've only got 2 for now, but you'll get more when you buy those bundles. You get the same expansions no matter which bundle you buy. If you buy Komplete Select, you'll get only 1 expansion. Click on the Leap tab and select a kit. This loads 16 loops that you can trigger with the white keys on your keyboard or right from the screen. You can click Edit to adjust the sample. This reminds me a lot of the interface that Native Instruments has with Machine and Battery. The black keys on your keyboard will apply effects to the loops that you can trigger anytime as well. You can adjust the effects. There's lots of parameters here to adjust them just the way you want. Above the white and black key triggers, you have macro knobs that apply global effects as well. You also have send effects. Also, you can drag in your own samples as well. You can also create leap kits from the loops available in machine expansions, or pretty much anything on your computer. Now, I skipped over the combined tab over here. This is the tab I see Native Instruments developing more. It's a combination of an instrument and some of the tools. Check it out. So this combined preset has chosen a chord set from the Chords tool and also a sound preset from the new Conflux synth. Sounds familiar, right? First I was afraid, I was petrified. It's Into the Fields. It's the preset under Combined. There you go. All right, so while we have Conflux open, this is one of the new synths included in Komplete Standard. It's a wavetable synth with a lot of modulation and movement in its presets. It looks like they're building on the synth capabilities of Kontakt 8, which is something we haven't seen from them before. There's a beef knob here. So Kontakt 8 definitely gets a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It's a massive update. Remember, you'll get the best of these tools also in the free version. All right, let's explore some more new instruments in Komplete Standard. This is electric keys, and with electric keys you get two keyboards, Diamond and Phoenix. These are two Rhodes electric pianos, no Wurlitzers here. I like that you can turn on the other mic here that actually captures the clicks and tine sounds. This is something unique to electric pianos, and you'll only hear them if you're playing a real Rhodes, for example. We've also got a lot of effects here, and these are some familiar things you've seen in Guitar Rig. This is a fairly complete electric piano instrument, but there's a lot of competition out there for electric pianos, and some like those from Universal Audio, which give you a better interface for creating authentic sounds. So the electric keys from Native Instruments gets a 7 out of 10. Sounds great, but very little innovation in the interface. Also, I need to note that the Komplete bundles no longer include the instrument called Scarby Vintage Keys. So although you gain these two new pianos, you are missing the Wurlitzer models that were in Scarby Vintage Keys. If you already own Scarby Vintage Keys from a previous Komplete bundle, you'll still get to keep it. This is Session Bassist Upright Bass. This was sampled from a 1970s upright, and it's got a ton of phrases. They've really included a lot. And if you select melody, you can play your own. You've even got a bowed sound. This is also the perfect sound for the Jaws theme. This is one of those niche instruments that probably won't get as much use from the average person, but considering how much detail went into these phrases, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Session Percussionist is one of my favorite new instruments. I can imagine using this on all my songs. It just fills in the space so well. Best of all, it's easy to use and sounds great. So here's a beat from Kareem Riggins' drums. Let's add the Session Percussionist. How about the upright bass? the electric sunburst, which is also included. So you've got drums divided into different sections. Variations. And the complete beats over on the left. And some rolls. Accents. 10 out of 10 for Session Percussionist. This is such a useful and inspiring instrument, very well executed, and so useful for so many genres. Do you know how easy it is to get your music out there to the world? You can do it yourself with DistroKid, the sponsor of today's video. DistroKid lets you upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, pretty much everywhere. Best of all, they make it really easy. Just upload your track, add some artwork, and they do the rest. DistroKid also collects earnings for you whenever your listeners play or purchase your music. And they help you market your music with tools built right in. A hyperfollow page lets you share your latest music with your friends on Facebook or anywhere you can share a link. And they can easily follow you to get notified of your upcoming releases. I've actually created 2 dedicated videos on DistroKid to give you all the details about how it works, how you upload, and how you get paid. You can watch those videos right here. And if you're ready to sign up, I'll include a link in the video description that'll give you 7% off your first year of membership. Saffron is a cinematic instrument. It's what they're calling a lightweight instrument, so you'll get some sounds that are good for film or even video games, but not as many sounds or controls as you get with the bigger cinematic instruments I'll show you later in this video. The XY pad blends between sound sources, effects, things like that. This is a pretty simple instrument, good sounds, simple controls, but since it's only a taste of what's possible, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Bazzazian Tapes has hand-picked sounds from the German hip-hop producer. As with all play instruments, you can delve deeper into the sound sources here and even add effects and a sequencer. Some of these sounds have a good lo-fi vibe to them. If that's your vibe, you'll like this, but that may limit its versatility. But I do like the key sounds in this instrument a lot. 6 out of 10. Homage is a true lo-fi instrument with guitars, keys, synths, and basses. These are very usable sounds, great for building a song, building a beat. A very nice library to have, 8 out of 10. Glaze 2 is another vocal instrument. This is a follow-up to the popular Glaze instrument, previously included in Komplete 14. Some presets have sampled sounds, as you just heard, along with an instrument you can play. absolute fun. Again, very playable sounds, lots of usable stuff here. Again, 9 out of 10. Bouquet is an instrument with synths and keys. It was a collaboration with Snipe Young. Standard sounds, you can find some decent ones here, but you actually could probably find these in other libraries or create them with a synth. 5 out of 10 for R&B inspiration. And I describes Nacht as an edgy techno instrument. These are hard sounds that will definitely stick out in a mix. If you want a standout lead sound, you will find it here. I do like when they give us very specific niche instruments because you know exactly what you're going to find. 7 out of 10. Now, there are instruments and effects that were already available in Komplete 14, the previous version, that you'll get with 15 as well. Let's explore a few of my favorites. The Grandeur is the piano that won my blind test in another video. Of all the other pianos I tested that day, this one won. Playbox, one of the all-time best instruments released by Native Instruments. I call this a must-have plugin when it was released, and it's included with Standard and Ultimate and Collector's Edition, of course. I'm playing Session Strings Pro, but you do get the regular session strings and session horns with Komplete Standard. You get a lot of effects plugins with Komplete 15 Standard, and most important to me is Ozone 11 Standard. This is a mastering assistant tool that I've used in so many of my productions, and it's just indispensable. Orchestral is the big thing missing from Komplete Standard, so if you're ready to expand your cinematic arsenal, Komplete 15 Ultimate is the way to go. Komplete Ultimate includes more than 150 instruments and effects and 70 expansions. It adds even more. Ashlight, Farlight, the Symphony Essential series, and even more instruments for other genres like Alicia's electric keys, icon bass, session ukulele, valves, and Ireland. Alicia's electric keys is not a Rhodes, it's not a Wurlitzer, it's a Yamaha CP70 and is recorded directly from Alicia Keys' own electric grand piano. There are other CP70 instruments out there, and if you already have one, I don't think you necessarily need to have this one, but this is one of the best sounding CP70s I've ever played. This is a new bass instrument in Komplete Ultimate, again with patterns. It has a nice variety of sounds, including those for rock and even some experimental stuff. Great all-around bass instrument, one of my faves in Native Instruments. 9 out of 10 for the basses collection. This is session ukulele. There are 3 different instruments here, a soprano, tenor, and charango. There are presets here that let you play strummed chords and melodies together by toggling the pattern on and off on your keyboard. It takes some getting used to. This is a great instrument, and I think you'll find uses for this beyond the typical ukulele type songs, even great for cinematic stuff. This is Ireland, the latest world instrument collection. Now, I'm not an expert on Irish sounds, and since this is quite specific, I'll go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 anyway. I love these sounds, it's so much fun. Schema Dark and Light are step sequencer plugins that automatically play patterns. Dark is a very dark cinematic instrument. Light is great for lots of genres, including EDM, pop, hip-hop, trap. I showed you that one before with Komplete Select. Now, these are very complex instruments. You can adjust the patterns that play, each layer, and so many parameters within them. Now you are buying into that pattern creation theme with both of these instruments. Schema Dark is really for dark cinematic stuff, and it may be hard to find other uses for it. Light, on the other hand, is very cool for anyone. I'll give Light a 7 out of 10 and Dark a 6 out of 10 simply because they're meant for very specific things, and the interface takes a little while to get used to. Get your film trailers ready. This is the next orchestral action instrument, and it's awesome. These are lively, dramatic, and I'd say perfect for scoring trailer music, just as good as Action Strings was. Now I'm looking forward to Action Brass next, Native Instruments. 9 out of 10 for Action Woodwinds. They sound beautiful, realistic, and I can even see people grabbing some of these phrases for other types of music maybe. Choir Omnia Essentials is the smaller version of Choir Omnia that was released with Komplete 14. The full version is included with Collector's Edition, but if you just want a little choir flavor, you now have it with Ultimate. Choir Omnia is excellent, and I actually think this smaller version fulfills most of the needs of people. Great addition, and I'm glad it's included with Ultimate now. 7 out of 10. Valves is a power brass phrase creation tool. You can adjust the phrases, create your own. You're basically holding down a note or chord and letting it do its thing. It sounds amazing, super realistic, and the ability to build your own phrases is excellent and easy to do. I think this is useful for so many types of music. 10 out of 10. I love this thing. So that's the new stuff, but there are several other libraries also included that we've had in previous updates of Komplete. Here are some of my favorites. So you get the Symphony Essentials collection with Ultimate, but you get the full Symphony series with Collector's Edition. If you're looking for the most complete collection from Native Instruments, this is it. Complete Collector's Edition includes more than 165 instruments and effects and 120 expansions. You get more orchestral sounds with the full Cremona collection, Amati viola, Guarneri violin, Stradivari cello, Choir Omnia, the full version, Fables, Lores, Valves Pro, and the brand new Kithara. And Native Instruments rounds it out with the largest collection of expansions, which gives beatmakers a collection of samples, kits, and sounds that could last years, literally. So new in Collector's Edition are Fables, Valves Pro, and Kithara. You already heard Valves, and the sounds are similar in Valves Pro, just more phrases, key switches, and mic options. Still a 10 out of 10, and you just get more of the good stuff with the Pro version. Fables is an instrument that creates soundscapes with the sound of choirs, strings, and synths. It's a layering type instrument, really great for cinematic stuff. This is similar to the Lores instrument previously released. The main difference is that Lores features more eclectic, non-traditional instruments, and Fables has more classical sounds. This is a massive instrument, 57 gigabytes of sound. And get this, play harder, more velocity actually produces other sounds. This is a cinematic time saver of an instrument. You're not sitting there building the soundscapes yourself. It's here and very, very usable. Of course, this really has to be your thing. 8 out of 10. Kithara is an instrument based on guitars and similar plucked instruments. When you first load it up, it really feels like film sounds, but the more I play with it, the more I find it inspiring for other genres. sounds beautiful for sure. The evolving sound is the main attraction here, so that's what you'll use it for the most part. It's the main highlight of the collector's edition for Komplete 15. I like it, but it's not a game changer or anything. I really wish Native Instruments gave everyone trial versions of some of this stuff so you could try it for yourself. Anyway, 7.5 out of 10. So that's new stuff. What else do you get with Komplete 15 collectors? Well, let's check out a few of my favorite instruments released in years past. There's so much more included with Collector's Edition, but this is just a taste. And remember, you also get everything in Ultimate, in Standard, in Select. Everything is in Collector's Edition, including the largest collection of expansions as well. Now, I didn't go through the expansions for the other bundles, but here's a little taste of what expansions give you. So if you want to get a teaser of Komplete 15 without committing too much, you've got two other options, and one is totally free. First, Native Instruments offers a subscription called 360. You pay monthly and they add some new instruments and sounds every now and then. You can also download a totally free version of Komplete called Komplete Start. You get a sampling of sounds and instruments including Haifa, Analog Dreams, and a few more. There's enough to keep you exploring for a few days at least. Don't forget to use the links below to get the latest version and the best price for Komplete 15. Keep making the music you love. And hey, if you want to discover more plugins and music production tips and tutorials, check out one of my videos right here. I'll see you there.